Nick Calandra has an ego the size of the Eiffel Tower, and he doesn't really seem to care about the damage he's causing to the groups he's affiliated with or the people that work at them. And recently, we saw one of the Second Wind members resign and put the blame squarely on Nick, claiming he operates in bad faith to serve his ego. But now, Second Wind has put out an absolute behemoth of a statement, which is clearly PR damage control at its finest. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, Nick Calandra is not a good person. He has caused damage to the games industry, to the companies he's part of, and also to the reputation of basically everyone around him. And Second Wind was a group that a lot of people did like and did respect, and while there are still a lot of people who support them, there are plenty of gamers who are now furious at this group because of Nick Calandra, because he's got such a massive ego. And just recently, on August 2nd, we found out Sebastian Ruiz resigned from Second Wind and put the blame squarely on Nick Calandra. And of course, now they've released a follow-up statement. But starting with this article, it says Sebastian, known as Frost of Rivia, announced he resigned from Second Wind and made it clear that he left due to the Second Wind's co-founder and editor-in-chief, Nick Calandra. I've never liked Nick. Nick has me blocked on social media. He's never really interacted with me, but I do not like his opinions. I don't like his takes. Now, of course, we could have at least been respectful towards each other, but he's had me blocked for a while, probably because I've gone after Alyssa. He's allowed to do that. I personally do not block people. I think it's kind of pathetic, but there was this very long post that was actually made when he resigned. It read, when I joined Second Wind, I was under the assumption that we were forming a team of creatives with equal value and equal say. Individual creators would oversee their personal series, and the group would decide how to run the business together. Yes, this is what Second Wind was initially supposed to be. This is how they garnered so much attention and so much support. Of course, after all of the escapist stuff happened, and they were supposed to basically be a big team of creatives that were equals and that all mattered, and that doesn't sound like it was the case. He continued, "It is plain as day that we have recreated the toxic corporate environment we abandoned, led by a petulant wannabe CEO who overspends, overpromises, underdelivers, sows division, tarnishes our image, asserts his creative vision, or rather creative blindness, and sabotages anyone's attempt to correct him when he fails his most basic duties, joyrides around the world, clout farms." This to me is hilarious because he did not hold back against Nick or against Second Wind. He doesn't seem to care. There are a lot of times where, yes, unfortunately, drama happens behind the scenes. People cannot part with some level of mutual respect, and that definitely did not happen here. It sounds like Nick is running this company. Again, he is a co-founder. He's an editor-in-chief. He's not the only person that's, running the show, but clearly what he is contributing is not helpful. It is not helping them. And he has been very vocal in regards to Gamergate too. He is someone who believes narrative consultation companies are good for the industry, that they are not damaging the industry. I mean, he has attacked gamers so many times over the past couple of months. He had called followers of Sweet Baby Inc. Detectives curator list bigots and threatens to knock people out for opposing wokeness. Seems that these people really love to resort to violence, and he even had Smash JT's Kotaku detected website shut down. Now, that is back up, which is great, but it was shut down for a certain period of time. And now Second Wind has decided to release this absolute behemoth of a statement regarding Frost's comments, and it's basically blah, blah, blah. We're sorry he was hurt. We're not changing anything. And then to make it even worse for them, after he put out that initial statement, he released a video pulling back the curtain on Calandra's toxicity within Second Wind and also exposing him as just being a liar and somebody who tries to use the people around him. And Second Wind put out a statement on Frost's recent comments from 9 of their 11 owners, and the whole entire thing is just a massive PR statement saying he clearly doesn't want to be civil with us, so we're not going to talk to him anymore. It says, in our opinion, Frost has shown that he is no longer willing to work with us as a team. Therefore, we will be permanently archiving the Cold Take channel in the Discord. Yeah, if I was him, I wouldn't want to work with a bunch of losers like you either. It seems that Second Wind is, let's be honest, not a good group of people, which isn't shocking given the fact that individuals like this love to preach about how they are for, safe environments, safe spaces. They don't want any toxicity. They want to promote things like inclusivity and diversity. And then you find out that they're only doing that because they're the worst types of people imaginable. It says, while we're always open to reasonable questions and concerns, we won't entertain muckraking or rehashing drama over Frost's video. We're looking forward to getting back to focusing on what you're all here for, making silly, informative, and entertaining videos about toys, so completely, kind of ignoring the fact that he's upset for very valid reasons. Some of these founders did try to say that, oh, the management isn't actually that bad, and you are the issue because you're the one complaining, but people are not buying it. People in the comments of the Second Wind post are absolutely annihilating them, saying things like, this is PR damage control. Trust us, not the patterns you've seen over the last several years in 4 companies. The whole post is crap because of how everyone is trying to paint Nick as a saint. Yeah, he is one of the main faces of Second Wind, and if he goes down, they're all going to look bad. They're all going to look like they're hiding something, and that, yeah, they are just as bad as him. To me, it looks like Nick does a very poor job as an owner and will probably run the business to the ground eventually unless drastic measures are implemented, and it seems most are fine with it. Yeah, I mean, they completely enable him, right? They don't come out and say, Nick is not a good person. Nick has done bad things because they want to defend him as much as possible. And again, Nick is not clearly a good individual. It seems that he has a massive ego. He's very self-centered, and he does not care about the people around him. So it will be interesting to see what else happens in this saga, but right now things are looking very bad for Nick Calandra and Second Wind. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.